Hey guys, what's up? I'm trying this filter. Hopefully you guys don't mind. Hi everybody, what's up? It's Marlene. Sorry, I haven't been on it here in a minute. Your girl was not feeling good. I've been going through so much, but what's up everyone? What's today? Thursday. Happy Thursday. I've missed y'all. I've missed y'all greatly, but I wanted to come on and give you guys an update because we do have pre-orders. Hey, Susan. We do have pre-orders. Susan was like, Marlene, I'm moving. Like, do I need to change my address? I'm like, when are you moving? She's like, at the end of May. I'm like, oh, you're good. You're good. But what's up, guys? I'm Marlene. Well, on this page it's Lena, but I'm Marlene. I'm the owner, founder of Lena Lashes, Lena Cosmetics, Lena Beauty, anything Lena, it's me. Oh, thank you, Nay. What's up with the blue lipstick? Oh, Nay, I used to have a blue lipstick too. It's called Angelo. I'm gonna bring it back. It's like blue like that, but not like that electric blue. It was like a little like darker navy blue. It's so pretty. I'm gonna bring it back. But so what's up, everyone? Just want to come on and give everybody some updates. So sorry I've been MIA. I've not been running from you. We're working. I'm working really hard. We just had a few hiccups. Some hit doors. Some were my fault. Oh my gosh. And then others, they were other people's fault. So one of my partners, like she's been helping me for the past 30 months. And we spent almost like 2 years working on Naijiria. We spent almost 2 years working on the B palette. She just quit. She quit, y'all. She quit like 2 weeks ago. I almost died. I think I had like it almost hit my system. It's like, Marlene, you can't panic, right? But when I tell you, like, so if you guys don't know, like our boxes are made overseas. Okay. So the boxes are made in China. So the factory that actually makes the boxes, the young lady, she worked there. She's been working there with me for like 30 months, right? And like when I tell you, like we've worked together every day for 2 years. Like it's gotten to the point where she can like foresee what I need, or she can foresee like what I'm gonna, you know what I mean? Like we just became like one. Hey Jenny. So she's like my other half, like, so when it comes to the design and stuff like that, right? Oh my gosh. You see, now we have another issue. So when it comes to the design of the palette, because it's really, really intricate. I don't know if you guys can actually see it on the videos, whatever, but the design of the palette is truly, truly intricate. Like we've worked the paper so many times, right? We've worked the paper so many times, so many, many, many times. So it's a process. There's embossing going on. There's UV going on. Like like even right now, there's another problem. I'm getting messages. I'm like, oh gosh, what is this? You know what I mean? But it's like, it's so detailed. And like, that's also why we have the price point that we have, because the boxes themselves are really expensive. Okay. So we've been doing this for 2 years nonstop. Like, the pre-order people, y'all just coming like towards the end. This has been going nonstop, like where we've made samples over and over. Change this, improve this, change this color, add this color, fix this embossing, like add more paper, da 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 da. Like it's been a lot of touch. Like it's like building a car from scratch, really. Like it's truly, truly been a lot. So when she quit, I freaked out. Like, what the heck? Like, girl, you can't wait until this is done before you quit. You're crazy. But thank God we fixed that, because that really stressed me out. Then I got sick. I got really sick, and then I burned myself on my arm. I have this nasty burn mark on my arm. It's so nasty. So it's been a lot going on. And another thing that happened too. Why am I talking without showing this stuff? Let me show you guys this, right? So, okay. So like the palette also, like the Nigeria collection palettes, they're customized. Like the box is customized. My palettes will have that square shape. Like that's going to be my shape. But inside the pants are going to vary. Like the B palette has a different kind. Like the pants for the B palette are different than the pants for the Nigeria collection, right? So we made special wells, like the holes that go into the palette, you actually call them wells. We have customized wells. So because of the customized wells, we had to make customized pants, right? But then I forgot that I also needed customized molds, because you have to, like the stuff that you actually use to press the shadows into the pants, which is this right here. I completely forgot. And I was like, oh my gosh. So then 2 weeks in, I remember, like, oh my gosh. So it added like another 2 weeks to the problem, right? So it added 2 more weeks because we're supposed to come out April 15. April 15, we're supposed to, the week of April 15, we're supposed to ship. Girl, quit. Sis, Marlene forgot to order the mold. Completely forgot to order the mold. But they finally came in, and then we started pressing some shadows, right? And come to find out, some of the shadows, like the numbers, the style numbers were mislabeled. So we had made some mistakes, but thank God we fixed that. So some of them are got to be we got to press more shadows. I mean, it's been a whole lot, but thank God for Jesus. The molds are in. We just finished, let me see. Oh yeah, this kind of cute in it. We just finished the boxes. Oh, thank you, Summer. We just finished the boxes. They're packaging them now. They're sending them to me today. So I should have the boxes today. They're so beautiful. Let me show you let me show you. Look at this. Do you see like all the details on it? Like, it is so freaking stunning. This is not good quality video because her camera is not high quality, but look at the foils. Like, look at the details just inside the unicorn. So this is the sleeve. Like, so your actual palette will be inside the sleeve, right? But I'm like, look at all the trims, the trimmings, the details. You guys, I paid the price for this. It's like, girl, I didn't even know I had it in me. So really grateful. They finished this like yesterday. So last night the boxes were completed. And hopefully you can kind of see it here. If you look at the box, you can kind of see that the butterflies are raised. So it actually looks like the butterflies are actually flying. I don't know if you can see it. Like, if you look at it carefully, because like if the people who actually do get it, when you pass your hand through it, you'll feel like the butterflies are raised. So as you're like moving it the way she is, you'll feel like the butterflies are actually moving. So it's like the little flag of Nigeria is like moving and stuff. Like, oh girl, it's everything. It's everything. So I'm so excited. So yeah, so sorry very much for the delay. I truly apologize. But when I tell you this, you're going to be in love. Like, maybe love is an understatement. Like, you're just going to, yeah, I did it all myself. Yeah. So it was a lot, girl. It was a lot. Like, if you see like the first sample we made of the box itself to where we are today, it's like night and day. Even the stuff that I used to put on the Instagram, because I use my samples, and my samples are not even like the way these are going to look. This is the final draft of the palettes. And I'm telling you, this is just, oh my gosh, it's just so beautiful. Jesus, it's so beautiful. It's just so beautiful. And I think that I also upload this. And also, we're coming out with singles, right? So for those who can't get the palette, because, you know, if you're like, oh, I don't know, do I really want to spend this much money on the palette? I completely understand. You know what I mean? It's our first time coming out with eyeshadows. I mean, that's why I try to do the swatches as detailed as possible. We swatch every shade. There's like 32 swatches. Well, no, there's actually more than that, right? But there's 32 shades that are swatched on the page. You have a swatch on my skin tone, and then you have another swatch on Celeste. She's the one with the whiter skin. She's actually from Honduras though. But, so that you could really see, right? But of course, like, this is our first foray into shadows, so I completely understand. So I was like, well, we're going to make some singles. So that way, if you want to buy a palette, but you're not too sure, you want to test it out. You want to test out the formulas for the mattes, for the diamonds, like all the different textures that we have. That's not a problem with me, right? Or maybe, you know, you really want the palette, but you can't do it right now, but you still want to, you know, support. You still want to enjoy something. There are going to be eyeshadow singles, right? But I didn't want to sell them like in a ratchet way, you know, because everybody who buys from me, I truly want you to feel special. I really, really do. I truly do. Like, you know, I'm big on beautiful packaging. I'm big on quality products. I'm big on experience. So, and even if you bought lashes before, you know, you got like that big red box with the red tissue paper. Marlene, I'm just extra. You know, I'm just extra. People don't have to shop with me. Like, there are other people who sell products. You don't have to buy from me. But if you buy from me, like, I really want you to feel special. I really do. Does that make sense? And then I'm Black. A lot of my customers also are Black women. It's hard for us out here. So anytime you have a Black woman who puts money to the side to purchase from you, like, I really want you to feel special. Like, wow, like, I'm so happy that this is beautiful and it's Black owned. Does that make sense? Like, that's the way I want. So we had to make a special case for the single shadows. I've bought singles before from indie brands on social, and usually they just put in the envelope, like that little, let's call that little orange thing an envelope for the, you know what I mean? What the heck is this? Let's call this orange thing an envelope for the single shadows. But I've had people just ship their single shadows into just a little paper envelope, and then they use the bubble wrap, but it's going to break because it moves in there, right? So what I decided to do was, like, we made a special case. So where you see that little flower, I posted on Instagram before, it's actually like a special case. It's a plastic case to, like, position the shadow in it so it doesn't move. Right? And then we put it inside the orange envelope, and then we're going to put it around, like, we're going to wrap some bubble wrap around it, and then we'll wrap some tissue around it, and then we'll put it in a box, and then we'll send it to you, right? So whether you're buying the bigger palette or whether you're buying a single shadow, I do want you to feel special. I do want you to enjoy, like, be part of the celebration for the Naijiria collection, because it really is a big deal to me. So they just finished the envelopes today. And then the casing, those have been done. Okay. So yeah, so we've been working a lot. We're also working on a mirror. The Naijiria collection will have a handheld mirror. I'm not going to show it to you right now. It's in production for the prototype. Once I have the prototype, it's so beautiful. It's so gorgeous. I'm just so freaking extra. I'm so extra. Like, I can't help myself. But it's currently in production. Like, we're currently making the prototype. So I think, like, maybe the first week of May, I should have at least a video of it. Okay. And then once I actually get it here in the States, then I'll show it to you guys. But it's just, like, it's so beautiful. So it's going to be a mirror just for the Naijiria collection. Like, it's really, really stunning. And then we'll move on to other things, because I have other things coming for the collection. But yeah. Oh yeah, the pigment I have with the butterfly. Oh Jesus, this is actually what I have on my eye right now, but the filter's on. I'll take the filter off. But I put one, the shade, which is Billionaire Baby. This shade, which is the first shade people liked. People like this one a lot. I posted as the first one. So these are the pigment set. I will talk about these later. These are ready. Okay, these the jar's already, the box is ready, the pigment's already. I just wanted to kind of almost be done with the palette before I release something else. But these are ready. So we're going to have a set of pigment, and then we're also going to have a set of glitter. It comes in like a box of 4. It comes in a box of 4. It's really, really, really pretty. I didn't even feel like doing my makeup today. I didn't even do much. So I used the peach palette. There's a brown shade in there. Sokoto, like, that's the one I used. Yep, that's what I used. I used the brown shade, and then I put the pigment all over my lid. Then we have a blue shade inside of the peach palette called Sweet Lakey. That's the blue that's, like, right underneath here. I will take the filter off though. Yeah, but the pigments are, oh my gosh, those pigments are gorgeous. The last one, I'm going to post the last one really soon. It looks like, hold on. It looks like peacock feathers. Like, it's just so freaking beautiful. But yeah, so this is the pigment that I have on my thing. How do I take off the filter? Oh, okay, good. I took the filter off so you can actually see it better. But so here it is. This is Billionaire Baby. It's the first shade. So if you go back to the main page, the first pigment that you see, it's this one. It comes out orange on me. On Celeste, it came more pink. But because I'm darker, because I have a darker complexion, so on me it comes out like orangey. But like if you're white or if you're lighter than me, you're gonna get more pink undertone. For me, it comes out more orange, right? And the nice thing about these, like when you actually go into the sunlight or if you have more light, you're going to get more you're going, hey Glory, what's up, boo? You're actually going to get like little flickers. So like if you go back to the page, there's some, oh, thank you, my baby. If you go back to the main page, some of the pigments, if you look at I'm the dark skinned person on the page, right? That deep complexion, that's me. If you look at the pigments on my skin on the main page, those we actually did those outside because we finally had some sunlight, right? Those flickers, like those little sparkly flickers that you see, that's not filters, like that's real. That's like the sunlight actually hitting the powder, and you actually, oh my gosh, I don't have a tripod. Let me see. Ay, 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 ay. Because I don't have a tripod, so this is going to be a little challenging. Hold on. Give me 1 second. I need to get myself a tripod. Okay, okay. I don't know how well you can see this, though. I don't know how well you can see it. Hold on. It's very... I'm only doing this one hand. If I had I need to get... I will purchase a tripod. So... I don't know how well this comes off. Yeesh. Ooh. Hold on, let me try it again. Don't know how well you can see it. You know, I think it's also safe to use on the lips also, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, but it's like, well, this is kind of dimmer, but you and the thing about the pigments, depending on how bold you are, you can add as much of it as you want to tonight I'm like, I was really tired, you guys. I wasn't even gonna do my makeup because I'm exhausted. When I tell you my eyes, they hurt so much because I barely sleep. I don't sleep, you guys. I'm watching this production thing like a hawk. Like, nighttime I'm up, daytime I'm up. Like, I'm kind of like, it has to be beautiful. It has to be beautiful. I want them to be happy. I want everybody to be happy. So yeah, but the pigments are really, really pretty. I will be doing more looks with them. I know I keep saying that, but my mind is really like consumed by finishing up the pre-orders. Once that's done and I ship them off, I think I'm going to have less anxiety, and then I can really focus on like sitting down and doing the shadows. But right now I have to make sure that production, like everything goes off beautifully. Then I ship them off, and then I'm like, okay, thank you, Jesus. Like, now I can actually breathe, right? But like right now I'm like, oh my gosh, she really cannot breathe. Like, she just can't. She really cannot. It's a lot, you guys. It's a lot. I do a lot. Girl. So thank you for everyone that's placed a pre-order. Thank you for everyone that's been patient. If you placed a pre-order, also please check your mail. You should have got a little card from me in the mail, a little card from Louisiana, a little card from New Orleans. So I hope you like it. I got some crawfish cards. I have like the big church that we have here. I have so many. I picked like all kinds of cute little cards. So you should check your mail for a special card from me just to say thank you for your pre-order. I truly appreciate that. It means a lot to me. It's really sweet. Really, really sweet. Yeah, so we're going to have the palettes. Now, I also want to say this, right? Just to be, so you don't feel like I'm trying to like hide stuff or, you know, trying to get all your money. Well, I kind of am. But the Naijiria collection actually has 4 palettes. Like, there are 4 palettes that make up the Naijiria collection. So I just released 2. And then in the summer, like after I do the B palette, we'll release 2 more. It just gets better. It just gets better. I promise you, right? But the green one and the orange one, because the green one was supposed to come out last October. So, and then the peach one was meant for this season. And then I have one for like early summer. Then I have one for late summer, you know, but even that too, we're still working because we're having an issue with the foil. Like, I'm very picky because we tried different colors of like the metallic stuff for the trims, and it just wasn't sitting right with my spirit. So we had to they had to look for more. That also turned into an argument, but whatever. We're good now. We're good. So yeah. So I think like around like May 10th to May 15th, about that time, we should all be caught up and shipped. But I will try my best to do it as fast as I possibly can. But yeah, but thank you so, so much. So please do not worry yourself. Do not have anxiety. Do not, you know what I mean? You will get your pallets. We're finishing up. The only thing is, we are going to have to do another pre-order. If anybody wants to order the peach or Nigeria one, we will have to do another pre-order because they can finish everything on time. So I was able to finesse the quantity of those who actually placed a pre-order. So they're getting their stuff. They are getting their stuff, right? Because they, because they're supposed to get their stuff like the week of April 15th. So people who placed the pre-order, is that my filter? Oh, I like the little filter. I like this filter a lot. So people who placed their pre-orders, they're getting their stuff because I had promised them like around like the week of April 15th, right? So they're getting their stuff first. So after that, I'm going to have to do another pre-order if you want to order. That's it. Even for the B one also, I think for the B palette, I'm going to have to do a pre-order also because they might not finish all the quantities, because I'm saving some too, like for like the holidays, like Black Friday, the holidays. I have to save some of the inventory for that season of the year because I'm not producing anymore. I'm tired. It's too much. Like it's exhausting. It's really too much. I've made a lot. I've made what I've made, and I'm just gonna handle that accordingly so we have enough for like the holiday season and everything like that. But did not forget about your order, so don't worry. Did not forget about the singles. Do not worry. The palettes will be out. The eyeshadow singles will be out. I will show you which shades are going to be sold as, oh, thank you, Glory. I will show you which shades are going to come out as singles. I don't know if I'm going to, initially I did say I was going to release some of the shades from the palette. I might still do that. I don't know. Okay. But I'll definitely have other shades that you can try that are also similar. But we'll have some nice shades too, though. So I'll show them to you, and then we'll start working on swatches. Because swatches also, the way I do the swatches, it takes a minute, girl. Okay? Like, oh my gosh. Like, trying to have a certain aesthetic and do things a certain way, baby, it's a lot. It's a lot. Financially, it's a lot. Time-wise, it's a lot. It's just a lot overall. But it's been a great experience. I'll do it all over again. If I had to do it all over again, I would definitely do it all over again. It has been a pleasure. It was a lot of fun. It was very stressful, but it was a lot of fun. I'm very glad that I did a Nigerian collection. Like, it just means a lot to me. I just love it. Ooh, Jesus, I just love it. I just love it so much. Like, you have, you know what I mean? Oh, thank you, Gloria. Thank you, Gloria. Thank you, baby. She's, Glenda, I love you, boo. I'm gonna come on YouTube a little bit. Don't worry. I'm gonna go sit down on YouTube and come mess with y'all. I haven't seen y'all in a minute. I missed y'all. Manufacturing is so expensive. It's very expensive. Hi, Drew. Where you been, boo? It's very expensive. It's very, very expensive. And I was intentional on not looking like anybody else. Like, I was intentional on everything being custom. So that definitely took it like to a whole different galaxy because I was really intentional. And I'm gonna tell people this too, because when I started, I had a vision in my head, like who I wanted to not be like, but kind of like where I wanted to position myself. Because I've said this before. Okay, I've said this before. That like what's it called? If I can't do something that stands out, then I don't really want to do it. Does that make sense? So the thing is, what's the thing I want to say? So the thing is, what's going on? I keep getting these messages. Like, I had a vision, like, where I was trying to be. I was like, I got to be around, like, I want to be something similar to that. Like, that's where I'm trying to be, And to be at that level, it does cost a lot more money. You got to be way more creative than you would normally be. You have to work way harder than you would normally be. Like, it's a lot. It's like trying to be like, oh, I want to be like Michael Jordan. It's going to cost you. Hey, Mana, what's up, baby? You know what I mean? It's going to cost you. It's going to cost you a lot. Like, it's going to cost you your time. It's going to cost you money. It's going to cost you, like, your relationships. Like, it really has been a sacrifice. And this is something that I've been doing for 2 years. I think this is not something that happened in 3 months. You know what I mean? It's not something that happened in 6 months. Like, this has really been like 2 years, legitimately 2 years of my natural human life. And that's a lot. On top of whatever I was dealing with, on top of like losing weight, on top of like so many other things that I had to deal with. So this palette is like, it's more than the manufacturing that was expensive. Like, everything I had to sacrifice to get to this moment, yeah, it's priceless. Like, it's been a lot. It has, I've been through it, like, trust and believe. But now that I'm like close to being done, it's like, oh, it wasn't that bad. But it truly was, though. It truly was. But like sitting right now, it's all, it wasn't that bad. It wasn't that bad. But yeah, I'm really proud of myself. I am, I am. Like, I don't have a team. Like, I don't have like a huge team. All the designs come from me. All the creations come from me. All the names come from me. Like, everything comes out of Marlene's head. The only thing I cannot do, I can't use Photoshop. That's where I have my designer come in. I'll draw the stuff and then she'll take it and then she'll like turn it into Photoshop so we can actually have the design. But it all comes from me. Everything comes from me. Like, I'm the designer for Lena Lashes, Lena Beauty, Naijiria collection, whatever we decide to come out with again. I design all of the stuff. Like, even now we're revamping the Lemonade palette because she hasn't been in stock in a minute. So like, now that she's coming back, I really want her to come back in a magnificent way. So we're revamping the Lemonade palette also. And so even for that also, I have to design that. The mirror, I had to design that because I didn't want to do anything that looked like what was already out there. We had to design that. We're doing makeup bags. I have to design those too. Like, if I'm not planning, if I'm not working with people, if I'm not giving people, like, tell me what to do, I'm always designing. And then I got my kids that I have to. Oh, hermanita. Oh, gracias, mi amor. Gracias. You know what I mean? Yeah, like you're constantly, like, being a woman is hard. Like, I'm just saying, being a woman is hard. Being a mother is hard. Being a woman, a mother, working for yourself, working career. Like, it's just, people need to really talk about that. I need a podcast. Like, I truly need a podcast. You know what I mean? Because I think sometimes, like, social media oversimplifies how hard things really are. You know what I mean? Like, it's a lot. It's a lot. It truly is a lot. Like, it legitimately is a lot. You know what I mean? Then you gotta come and do your makeup, and then you gotta talk about the products, and you gotta push the product, and all you want to do is just go to sleep. You know what I mean? She said, what is your favorite part? My favorite part, it depends. It changes. Like, I have days where designing is my favorite part. And then I have days where it's like, just, I guess, I don't know. I would say, okay, my fave probably be like designing. Like, I truly love to design stuff, right? Like, designing really makes me happy. Like, I love creating stuff. I wish I could show you the mirror right now too, right? It's so beautiful. Like, I love creating stuff. Like, it's like my therapy. I love working in color. Like, working with color, like, I don't know if I have like color therapy, but it's like working with color, designing stuff, making stuff pretty. Like, oh, how prettier can we make it? Like, how much can we push the envelope? Like, I love that stuff, right? Then there are other days where I love bossing people around too, though. My least favorite part of the business is how long you have to wait for stuff to be done. Like, production is real. Like, production time is really real. And even if you plan out production as perfect as you can, there's always some shit. There's always something that's bound to happen. You know what I mean? Like, making the stuff, for as much as we've made samples before, there were still mistakes that were being made. But thank God, though, those mistakes led to something even better in the production process, right? But like, it really takes time. Like, from the time you make a sample, it takes time. Time to make the mold. You got to make a mold. That takes time. Time to press something. That takes time. Like, it's the one thing I hate. I can't stand the, how long you have to wait when it comes to manufacturing. Like, I wish it could move a little faster. That would truly make me happy because I'm like, then I could do stuff a lot quicker, but it is what it is. That would definitely be my least favorite part, is how long you have to wait. That'd be my least favorite part. And my most favorite part, probably like designing stuff, because I feel like that's something I'm really strong at doing. So I excel at designing. So that makes me happy, so that's what I would say. But yeah. If you guys have any questions, but if you do have more questions about your order or anything else, feel free to send me a DM, or you can leave a comment, Oh, thanks, babe. I don't think I'm superwoman, but I'm just very determined. I don't know if I'm a superwoman just yet. I don't know about that part, but I'm super determined. Like 2020, I don't know about you guys, but to me, like quarantine, COVID, that stuff, like it made me want to live. Like it made me want to live. It made me want to fight for my life. It made me want to fight for my dreams. Like I just made up my mind that if for COVID, like the quarantine stuff, I was not gonna let that like affect my mental health. Oh, thank you. Oh, that's so sweet to me. I appreciate that. Yeah, like, you know what I mean? Like, every time, like, I don't know. And that's something I'm going to tell everybody that's listening. Like, you have to choose to live. You know what I mean? Everything took a hit during COVID. Like, it was horrible. It was horrible. But I kind of stopped. Like, I wasn't promoting as much, right? But, like, even me just getting my samples so we could confirm, like, the next step of production, it was horrible. There was a time, like, the packages were, like, stuck for, like, 30 days. Girl, I'm like, what the heck? You know, and then also FedEx is helping with the COVID vaccines, right? So a lot of times they'll prioritize their COVID vaccines over like regular packages. So you might be stuck like in Memphis, like your package could be stuck in Memphis for like 3 weeks just sitting there, you know? Oh, thank you, nobody. I appreciate that, right? So, you know what I mean? But I'm just like, I just made my mind up in 2020, like, to be super determined. Like, nothing is going to stop me. I'm going to believe in myself. I don't need anybody to encourage me. I don't need anybody to believe in me. I'm going to believe in myself. You know what I'm saying? Oh, merci, Fumier. What about you? You know, I just decided to believe in myself. Like, believe in yourself. Like, if you can't wait for people to give you permission, you can't wait for people to give you their attention. You can't wait for, you know, you can't wait for fame. You can't wait to go viral. You can't wait. No, you just got to decide to just do it. Like, I'm going to believe in myself. I'm going to believe in my vision. And, you know, if I take L's, so be it. You know what I'm saying? Oh, tu dis Maroc, enchanté. You know, if I take L's, so be it. If I take W's also, so be it. Right? Like, be free. Be free. You know what I'm saying? Be free. And I knew the kind of stuff I wanted to do. And to be quite honest, like the way we're coming in, the way I'm coming in with the palettes, the price point that we're coming in, it does kind of feel like, yeah, this might be like luxury makeup, right? Even though I don't really think it's that, to me, honestly, it's not that expensive considering how much work we put in it. But then again, it's me. What do I know? Right? But considering what I was trying to do, oh, I was ready. I was ready for war. Like, I was ready for war. Like, I was ready to sacrifice my body. I was ready to sacrifice my sleep. I'm just like, I was just ready, period. Like, it is what it is. Like, what if I died tomorrow? At least I know I got that stuff out of me. You know what I'm saying? Because you just never know. You just, like, look at how DMX just passed. Like, you just never know. How do you know, like, tomorrow's not your last day? You know, how do you know, like, the next hour is not gonna be, like, your last hour ever? Do you really want to die and have all this stuff inside of you? You know what I'm saying? I don't know. That's just not the way I see my life. You know what I mean? Like, if like, I said to myself, like, Marlene, when I die, I do want to go back to God, like, empty of all the dreams he's ever given me. Like, you know what I mean? I want to use like all my gifts, like to the last drop. You know what I mean? Like, consider like your gifts, all your gifts and all your talents, like consider that to be like a gas tank, right? You want to die on E. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like, you want to die. You know what I mean? You want to die on empty, like where you gave your all to everything. Like, you gave your all to whether you're in school, whether it's your children, whether it's your marriage, whether it's your business, your career, whatever you decide to do, like, you just want to give it your all so that when you actually do die, you're like, you know what? I've lived a good life. Like, I gave it my all. Like, I don't think there was anything left in me that I could have given. Right. And so it's like, that's been my new mindset since 2020. You know what I mean? Because, you know, you don't know when you're going to go. You just don't know. Oh, you see, exactly. Like, you just don't know. We just don't know. So it's like, live your life in a way that honors your gifts, in a way that honors your voice, in a way that honors your God, in a way that honors like who you think you truly are. So the day that you have to throw the deuces up, you're happy to go. Like, you know what? I can go now. I'm happy. Like, don't cry for me. You know, throw a party. You know what I mean? Gang signs. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's going to be okay. Right? So that's just how I've decided to live my life. I'm like, and I don't, you know, and so I gave myself the time I needed. I gave myself the means that I needed. You know, I did the best I could so I could have this moment for myself, because believe it or not, right? Like, believe it or not, these palettes, these collections, it's more so for me than it is for other people. Yeah, of course they're for sale, but it's more so like for me to prove to myself that I could do it. You know what I'm saying? Like to prove to myself that I could do it, that a black woman could do it. Like, you know, like you can be a black woman in this beauty space, have no investors, you know, not be like super famous. I'm not a famous influencer. I don't have like a famous brand, whatever, but it don't matter. Doesn't matter, right? You don't have to have all the followers in the world. There's a lot of people who have a bunch of followers and they don't make good products. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to be funny. There are a lot of people who have millions of followers and they're mediocre. So just because someone has hype to their like bunch of numbers or there's hype around somebody's name does not mean they're making a quality product. Doesn't mean that. There are a lot of people that you know that are super famous and their products have all kinds of issues. So it doesn't mean nothing. You know what I'm saying? I get it. Like on social media, people tend to trust people with higher numbers a whole lot. People tend to go with the hype, you know, because everybody wants to be cool. Everybody wants to fit in. So, oh, this is popular, so I'm going to buy it. But many times it's not what it is. It just isn't. You know what I'm saying? It just isn't. And it takes a lot of confidence in yourself to not worry about followers or blue check or whatever. It's like, nah, I'm worthy. Like I'm worth it. Like I'm worth it and I'm worthy. And I'm competent and I'm capable and I'm confident. You know what I'm saying? And that's just where my mindset is at. You know what I mean? So when you reach that point, you don't need people to support you, go crazy. No, you're just happy being you because you know who you are and you trust yourself and you trust your voice and you know, like, I belong. Like the stuff I've done, this is quality work. You know what I mean? And, yeah, I do. I sell lashes, right? Like, it's quality work. And when people get their stuff, they're more than welcome to take it to Sephora. And I'm like, take it to Sephora, take it to Ulta. And I promise you, you won't find anybody that can compete with me. I'm not trying to be arrogant, but it's like, I'm Michael Jordan to this stuff now. Like, seriously, I started off saying, I want to be like this, like that. But honestly, I feel like I've done way more than what was required on the homework. Like, if this was a final exam, baby, I passed. I like got the A plus the extra credit. I definitely did. I did it. Oh, it's the peach one. It's the peach one and the pigment. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm trying to, like, that's really what, I don't have any magnetic ones. I only have the regular ones. I only have regular lashes, right? So that's a very important message that I want to send out to people, especially to black women, because a lot of time we can have imposter syndrome. We can feel like, oh, we don't belong, or we can feel like, oh, I don't know. I don't want to ask for too much, or I just want to be happy with a little bit that I got. No. All that fake humility, you got to throw it out the window. You know what I mean? Throw the fake humility out the window. Right? You have to be proud of yourself. You have to believe in yourself. You have to hype yourself up, because if you don't, nobody will. And then ask God to give you the means to be the best that you can possibly be. But don't you ever wait for someone or a group of people to tell you, oh yeah, now it's your time. Oh yeah, go ahead and do that. People will never do that. You got to go snatch it. You got to go snatch it. Like, you know, yeah, this is what I want. I'm going to take it by force. That's what the Bible says. Like the kingdom of God suffered by violence. Make sense? So, you know, gotta live like that. So that's it. Stop waiting for permission to be great. Stop waiting for permission to believe in yourself. Stop waiting for the right time to start. There's never the right time. I started working on these collections during a pandemic. You think it was smart? I don't know. Was it smart? You know what I mean? I could have gotten scared too. Like, I don't know. Maybe I should save my money, right? Like, so don't wait for the right time to start a YouTube channel. Don't wait for the right time to start your website. Don't wait for the right time to, I don't know, whatever you want to do. There's never a right time. The right time is whenever you decide to start. That's the right time. But there's never going to be like the perfect weather, the perfect like market condition, the perfect, you know, it never is. It never is. And you'll just waste so much time waiting for this perfect time that really and honestly is never going to happen. It's not going to happen because it doesn't exist, right? It doesn't exist. So believe in yourself. If you want to start a YouTube channel, go ahead and do that. Why not? Like, you know, you might look silly at first. You might sound crazy. The first videos might be ratchet. Like, girl, ooh, you know. But guess what? As you get better, you just can't put those videos on private. You know what I mean? Like, don't be afraid to start your TikTok, or don't be afraid to start your, whatever you want to do, just do it. Yeah, you look silly and so what? One thing I've learned though, let me tell you this too, right? One thing I've learned, oh, thank you, Bernadette. Thank you so much, right? One thing I've learned, let me tell you something. One thing I have learned in 2020, Marlene, do not be afraid to look silly. Don't be afraid to look foolish. Don't be afraid to make a fool of yourself, because people who are really successful in this world are people who just don't give a damn. They don't care how they look. They don't care how silly they look. They don't care. They don't care. They're so comfortable with failure. They're so comfortable with looking crazy. They're so comfortable with making mistakes and learning from them. These people eventually get to have everything they've ever dreamed of, right? But people who are like, oh, I don't know. Oh my gosh. What if I look silly? What if nobody buys from me? What if you keep talking like this? You're gonna end up broke. Like, there's a passage in the Bible that says a little bit of sleep, a little bit of slumber, and poverty shall creep upon you like a thief in the night. Do you want to be besieged by poverty? I don't think so. You know what I'm saying? It depends for the wholesale. Like, it depends. It depends on the coins. It depends how much you got. You know what I'm saying? But you can send me a DM though. But what I want to say. So you see, so that's really what it is, right? But you got to believe in yourself. Period. Period. Right? Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you. The people that are meant for you, they gonna find you. The people, your tribe, people who are meant for you, people who are meant to support you, they're going to find you. Trust and believe that. People going to find you. Because we all have a tribe out here. We all have people who are meant to gravitate towards us without you having to work hard or act a fool or do all kinds of crazy gimmicks. Like, the people who are meant to be for you, people who are meant to be part of your tribe, the people who are meant to believe in you, they will. They will, without you having to, pretend to be someone that you're not, without you having to, put on a show or like whatever. No, 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 no. The people who are meant for you, you will find them. They will find you. So stop saying like, oh, I want what she got. No, those are her people over there. That's her tribe. That's their vibe. Be you. Be you. And you're going to attract who you're meant to attract. You know what I'm saying? Vibe with people who want to vibe with you. Mess with people who want to mess with you. Like, F with people who want to F with you. And those who don't, it is what it is. Don't trip. You're going to be okay. You're going to be okay. God's going to take care of you. You know what I'm saying? Like, there was never a moment when I was working on my stuff, like, oh my gosh, if people are going to buy, they're not going to buy. Of course, some people are not going to buy. Duh. You know what I mean? For various reasons. More power to them. But I'm not worried about those people. I'm worrying about those who are going to buy. What kind of experience do I want them to have? What kind of memory do I want them to have? Like, how do I want them to feel when they actually open this up and laugh and like, oh my gosh, I can't believe this girl went this far. Like, that's what I focus on. I don't focus on people who don't believe in me or question what I'm doing. That ain't my problem. That's not my problem. And I don't make people's unbelief or people's skepticism of me my problem. It's not my problem. Escúchame, hermana. You see what I'm saying? It's not your problem. You know what I mean? And that's one thing I see on social media a lot, is that people worry too much about people who don't like them. Why are you concerned? Like, let's say you're a dark skinned woman and somebody's into like a lighter skinned woman. He's not your problem, because you're not his type, and he's definitely not your type. Why are you going to make this person feel so special by worrying about his preference? Boy, have fun with all the light skinness that you want. It ain't my problem. You know what I mean? Like, worry about the people who find you beautiful. Worry about the people who love what you do. Worry about the people who are, like, whatever you do, they have your back. And take care of those people. Nourish those people. Build a great relationship with those people. Make sure that they're so happy. Like, everybody who placed the pre-order, right? You know what I mean? Everybody who joined everybody who got a pre-order, I drove all the way downtown and I got them these cards. I got these cards from New Orleans, right? Like, cause I love New Orleans. Like, I really do. I live here. I love it a lot. I went there. I paid all this expensive parking, but it was with so much joy. Like, I went downtown and I got these nice cards for them, right? Just so I could say thank you, because I'm like, these people, they saw something in me. They want to support me. They're investing in my company. They're investing in my vision. They're investing in my dream. Like, I need to let them know how much it means to me. You know what I mean? And I was so happy. I was so grateful that that they bought. I was so happy that I was even able to like write cards, like handwritten notes to them. Like, it made me so happy. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, I'd rather have and that's the thing, like, cherish the people who rock with you and make those people feel so special. Everybody else, don't worry about them. Don't worry. I'm telling you, like, you don't need a whole bunch of people to have a powerful movement. Like, Jesus only had 12 apostles, right? And look how far, like today he has the most followers. Like he's the most like famous influencer. I think he has like 3 billion followers, right? So it's like, stop worrying about the numbers. Like just worry about the people, however small it is, however big it is. Worry about the people who love you, who support you, who encourage you, who invest in your business, like who want to see you win, who want to see you succeed. Take care of these people like your life depends on it. Amen. Take care of every single little customer like your life depends on it. Make them feel so freaking special. Like they're going to feel so good. Like I had people who got their cards in the UK started crying. I'm like, you're crying over a card? It was the weirdest thing ever. Because I'm like, you don't even know how you made me feel by placing an order, right? And I'm sending you a card and you're crying. Like one lady, she just cried. I'm like, I just started crying too. Like, oh my gosh. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, you see, that's exactly why I did this for, to make people feel special. You know what I mean? Like it's a very intimate, it's a very special experience, right? I'm not trying to be the next this, that. I don't really care. Those people, that's their lane. That's their lane and more power to them. I'm trying to create my own lane. I'm trying to be known for what I do. Like, yo, that's Marlene right there. Oh, that's going to be amazing. Oh, thank you, Representative. I appreciate you. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to be known for what I do. I'm trying to have my name mean something like, oh, if Marlene does it, oh, it's going to be amazing. I want my name to mean something. I don't care about like, oh, you got to sell out in 2 minutes. That's my problem. Because you can sell out in 2 minutes and people can have a horrible product and people can have a horrible customer experience. People can be left feeling like, what the heck? What was that? So I'm not chasing numbers like that. I'm just chasing like this beautiful experience where like anybody that places an order, like you feel so special. Like, wow, I've ordered many times. I've never seen something this beautiful ever in my life. Like I've never seen somebody send me a product and they took so much time to make me feel like I was like the only customer. Cause that's really what it is. Like when you buy from us, like especially from now, I truly want you, especially with these palettes, cause you know, it's 109. Like with these palettes, like I want you to feel like you're the only one who placed an order. Like there's no way they have time to do all of this. This is not possible. Like how is there like so much attention to detail and things like that, right? Like that's what people need. You know what I mean? Like when people order from you, especially today in our society, with all this technology, all this stress, people working overtime, people working from home, you know, a lot of people are lonely. You might not believe that, but it's true. You know what I mean? A lot of people are very lonely. They're away from family or they haven't seen family in months. Like, you don't know what people go through, right? But like your package, you know, them receiving a package from you, it can really make them smile. You know what I'm saying? Like it can really make them smile. You can really make somebody like, wow, maybe I am beautiful. Maybe I do love myself. Maybe I'm going to fight again. You know, maybe I'm going to come back up from this. Maybe I'm going to like, you know, try to fight my depression. Maybe I'm going to go back again and try to lose the weight. I'm going to go back to the gym. I'm going to go back to school. You just never know how taking care of someone and making somebody feel special. You just never know what it can do to someone. You know what I'm saying? Like, we should never underestimate, like, the human touch, especially with COVID. Like, you saw what quarantine did to some people. Some people just couldn't handle being all by themselves. Like, it was hard for a lot of people. It was really hard. So when people order online, you never know why they're placing an order. You know what I mean? But when you get to their doorstep, you truly want them to feel super, super special. And that's my ministry. That really is my ministry. Like, that really is, I'm not, like, one thing I had, a conversation I had with God, like, in 2020 was, business, Marlene. And that's something that God told me. Like the Holy Spirit said that to me. Like business is not just about money. You're dealing with people. You're dealing with people. You're dealing with their heart. You're dealing with their appearance, like like how they present themselves. Like, you know what I mean? And that's something that God truly put on my heart, that like, you're not just in business just to make money. It's a ministry. Like you serve people. When you decide to be like, when I first started, I didn't think that way. I was like, I just want to make some money. Like, you know, hustle mode, like get some money, flip it. You know what I mean? That was my mindset. But today I'm 36 years old. I was like 34. I was like 29. Something like that. Now I'm like, or 30-ish. Now I'm 36, right? So like 6 years, like, I mean, 5 years in, because that was last year, right? But it was really like, you got to look at business as a ministry. You know what I mean? Like, where all these ladies and these gentlemen, whoever buys from you, like, you don't know why they're buying. But your job, right, as a businesswoman, especially as a Christian businesswoman, is to serve people, right? And so when you think about it like that, you know, you say, okay, like, what does service look like? What does serving, not just a customer, but these are sisters, these are brothers, like, these are other human beings, right? So you look at like a brother, or like a sister or cousin, whatever, you know what I mean? What does serving your family look like? Because you got to start looking at your customers like they're part of your family. It's like, what does serving people look like? How do you serve, right? And that's by taking people with, like, treating people with respect, loving on people, going above and beyond for people. Oh, thank you, babe. You know what I mean? Going above and beyond, making everybody feel special. How do you treat your family? How do you treat your friends? How do you treat your best friends? And that was really because I used to run outside. If you follow my fitness page, I used to run outside like almost like an hour and a half every day. I used to run like 6 miles a day. Right. And that was something those are the kinds of conversations I would have with the Holy Spirit while I was running out there. And God really made me see, like, you're not just, I'm not bringing these people to you just for them to give you money and for you to make money off of them and level up your life, right? I'm bringing people to you that they can see what service looks like. And this is really like the focus of Lena Lashes, like the whole Lena brand. This is really the focus of the company now. It's like, we really want to show people like what good service looks like. And that's giving you the best products. That's giving you the best ingredients. That's giving you the most beautiful packaging. That's like, showing how much I appreciate you, like every step along the way. Like, it's all of that. Because that's what I would do if you were my family. You know what I'm saying? Because I do want people to feel like, oh, like, Marlene, I'm not just someone that you buy from, right? But like, I want us to have like a deeper connection. Like, I have people who call me. I have girl. When I tell you, people be texting me for prayer, like, I mean, I do it all. I do it all. And that's really what you do when you sell to people. It's like, you become their friend. You become their little therapist. You become their girlfriend. You give them makeup advice. You do more than just I don't just want it to be just like financial stuff. Oh, you give me money, I ship your product. Nah, that's crazy. You know what I mean? Like, if you ever come to New Orleans, let me know. You know what I mean? If I'm not available, I'll tell you where to go, where you can go out and what you can do and things like that. Like, I'm an Aquarius. Like, I really love people. I love people. People come first to me. You know what I mean? And that's why, like, I work so hard for this, because to me, it's a sign of respect. It truly is. I really do feel like hard work is a sign of respect. So that's why we work so hard. And yeah, you really do. There are people, like, when you look at Chanel, for example, people love Chanel, right? Everybody wants to go and buy a Chanel bag. But it's like Chanel, the thing that made Gabrielle Chanel so big, when she was in her little town in France, she took care of her people. She took care of her people. That's how she built her. And that's the thing I've noticed a lot when it comes to social media, right? Everybody wants to be, oh, that is so sweet. That's the thing I get a lot on social media. Everybody wants to be famous worldwide. Everybody wants to go global and go viral. But a lot of people who are super famous today, or like a lot of these brands, whether it's like Dior, whether it's Chanel, whether it's Hermes, all these brands that people love and spend so much money on, whether it's like retail or secondhand, a lot of these designers, when they first started, they had an amazing reputation locally. They were amazing locally. Right? They took over their neighborhood. Then they took over the city. Then they took over, I guess, like their state or whatever. And then eventually they took over their country. And then once they took over the country, then they took over like other countries, right? So it's like, you want to be great locally before you can be great internationally. If that makes any sense, right? So, and the best way to do that is by taking care of like the smaller people who come to you first. But Gabrielle Chanel, like, the reason why she was so big, because she took really great care of her clients. She knew them all. You know what I mean? She knew all of her clients by name. Like, she was always there for them. And that reputation made her even bigger on a bigger level. And then eventually, like, she is like, the house became what it is today, right? So when people go and you spend like $7,000 on a Chanel bag, you know what I mean? But this was built on one woman, you know what I mean, taking such good care of her customers that these customers gave her the world. And today her name is iconic. Like, it's just, that's an expensive name. I don't even know how much the brand is worth, right? And the same goes for Christian Louboutin also. When he started out making his shoes, right? It was very small. It was very small. But today, like, red bottoms are iconic with like luxury, success, being that girl, being a badass bitch, you know what I mean? Like, it's iconic. But I feel like every brand that becomes an iconic brand, that becomes a house brand, a major brand that keeps getting value and value and value, is truly a brand that understands service, that is there for the customer, that love their customers. I think that's the secret to I really think that's the secret to like having forever success. I don't think it's going viral. I don't think it's like having a bunch of influencers like shout you out. I mean, I think that's nice too, right? I don't think it's like all kinds of drama people create just to be able to sell their stuff. I just think it gets down to the basic of treating people right. You know what I mean? Treating people right, treating people, you so crazy, treating people right, having respect for people, loving your customers, and going above and beyond that every time you create something that you make it beautiful, right? You don't have to create a bunch of products. You don't have to release products every day. You don't have to release products every week. There's no need for that. Just take your time, make amazing products, like super dope product, right? And when you release the product, nourish your customers, like love your customers, take care of them, love them, just have a positive vibe. And I really think like it's going to come back to you and you're going to win. Because when people are happy, they want you to win. It's the easiest thing, right? You can spend so much money on influencers and not sell, right? You can spend all kinds of money on marketing and you don't convert. Like there's no money. You just spend the money and nothing's coming back to you. Then you might have some real issues, right? But like, if your customers want to make you famous, the best influencers for a business are your customers. If they want to make you famous, if your customers want to tell everybody about you, like their mama, their daddy, the people at the church, people at work, in the streets, in the city, girl, like you're just going to make it. You're going to make it. Word of mouth will always be iconic. Like that's always going to be there forever and ever and ever. So you want to make sure that these people have a good word to say about you. Oh, thank you, Jess. You know what I'm saying? So like, that's just how my mind works. So yeah, so we'll be good. We should be good to go like May 10th, May 15th. We should be really good to go by God's grace, but do not worry. And also because the pre-orders are late, you will get extra gifts in there. I think like a set of lashes and a lipstick, you know what I mean? And a lipstick. So don't worry, I got you, okay? I got you for the inconvenience. You're going to be taken care of, my baby. You're going to be taken care of. Do not worry about that. So if you have any other questions or any concern, any comment, please send me a DM. If I don't get back to you right away, I will get back to you within the day, okay? So thank you guys so much. It's getting late. It's 10:50 here. I'm going to go to sleep. I'm so tired. I didn't even want to do my makeup, y'all. I'm like, I'm so tired. But I had to. So once again, this is the peach palette with the pigment on top. And yeah, I'm excited for you guys to order the pigments also. I'm just excited for you guys to just enjoy everything. Okay. So thank you so much, you guys. And I will see you guys later. Okay. Bye.